Hey guys, today we are with Miss Meredith, second grade teacher at Veterans Elementary School, and we are here to learn about the average day of a second grade teacher. So, Miss Meredith, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri, and I moved here probably 8 years ago to go to college at HLG, and I graduated from there and went on to get my master's. I've been teaching for 6 years, all 6 years in second grade, which I absolutely love. I love taking pictures and spending time with kids and anything like that.
Perfect. So you would know the importance of keeping confidential information private.
Yes.
And we intend to do that here today. Make sure private information stays private. And making sure we aren't breaking our confidentiality agreement. To start off, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you really decided to be a teacher.
Well, at first, when I was young, I always wanted to be a teacher. My twin brother really struggled in school, and so I would always help him. I even got in trouble once for writing the answers for his homework. He just always had a difficulty catching on to things quickly, and so I always felt like I was his helper and helped him through school and things. And so I've always wanted to continue to do that in other children's lives.
So what made you? At what point did you say, "Hey, this is it. I'm gonna be a teacher"?
Actually, it was really funny. It was my second year in college. I was going to be an accountant because I had changed my mind about teaching because I was afraid that you get all these little kids every year and it was just a change. But then I was in accounting and I was just like, I really don't enjoy this. I love working with kids and this has nothing to do with that. So I completely changed my major and went back to teaching, and I loved every minute of it since then. And
oh, that's very important. Tell us about your day prep. How do you prep for your average day in second grade?
Well, the average day, if you can say it's an average day, because every day is completely different, but
we can only imagine.
Basically, I spend a lot of time because I think it's really important to differentiate for every child. And so in my classroom, things are set up very differently. And in a little bit, I'll give you kind of a tour and kind of show you around or whatever. So basically, to prep for my average day, it takes several hours because I plan each subject and there's different things for each child. So I start with one subject and then I lay out everything that I have for each group because I assess my students and make sure that they fall into the group that is appropriate for them. And so everything that goes into that group, I lay out, and I have a nice little system that I keep. I file everything for Monday, and every subject is filed under Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Organization is very important. So prepping is, just getting their reading materials ready, math, and all of those things. So
how organized would you say you are? How good is your organization?
I would like to say that I'm very organized because I kind of have to be. In order to make sure that you have everything for each one of your students, you have to know where it is. And so filing cabinets and things like that are really important, and just marking and labeling things. And I have a shelf for everything, and everything has a place, and just kind of has to be that way. So.
Well, that sounds very important. Now we're gonna give a quick tour of our classroom. Would that be something you'd like to do?
Great.
All right,
I'll show you around.
All right, we'll start in this back corner.
Here? Okay. I think vocabulary is very important. So each day my students are given, they have this very large vocabulary binder that they use, which I can show you. And basically, they have this really big book. And every day, they get their vocabulary binder. And so there's different words. We have 4 words of the week, and these are just daily, everyday words. And then we have 5 academic words for the week. And so they go through those words, and there are the name of the word, the definition, and then I give an example sentence and a picture. And the students are required to do that in their notebooks as well, so it carries over and they create their own sentences. They use these during writing, and so it's all kept like by their writing stuff. They have their writing binders, and each student has their own binder, and they basically come and get their binder when it's writing time, and they use it, has different resources for them, and they're able to use anything in the room to help them throughout their writing. Vocab, journals, and anything that's in their binder is very helpful to them. And then if you come over here, this is a new location for my library this year. It used to be in the very back of the room, and it wasn't like an exciting thing, so I moved it up front. I just recently had read a book that your library should be the focal point of your room. Like, reading is such a vital part of children's education, so moving it up to the front and getting them excited about books and just being able to come up and use them whenever they want is a big deal. So they get really excited when it's time to shop, and they have special seating that they can come and sit on, so it's pretty exciting to them.
Yeah, those do look pretty comfy.
Posting objectives is really important because your students have to know like what they're expected to do for the day. So it's really important for teachers to make sure that they're, going over those, that they understand what you're asking them to do, and by the end of the day that you revisit those and make sure that that the children understand that you covered all of that information with them for the day. And then our class sets goals, and it's a big thing now. Students set goals. We set a class goal of increasing our reading stamina, and so we're working toward increasing. We started at 0, and so we're at about 6 minutes right now, and so we shade as we go, but the students read quietly to themselves for 6 minutes, and for second graders that's a long time, but by the end of the first quarter we're hoping to work up to 30 minutes without stopping.
Wow,
so that's a pretty impressive
it's
goal.
very impressive.
Yeah, so pretty exciting. Yes, I love quotes, so those are very nice. Ignore I do have a little bit of mess over here, but this is my filing system that I use, and it has a slot for each subject every day of the week. And then it just has other papers. I have sub-plans in case I'm not going to be here and things like that. So everything is already set and ready to go. This is my desk. I like to drink water, but anyways.
Packers.
This is a document camera, which is very useful. I don't spend a lot of time sitting at my desk, but students can come up and place their work underneath, and it's a great way to show like what they've been working on, and it just projects right onto our smart board, so it's a great tool. Classroom computers. I keep saying sorry. We use these for reading, math, writing. We take assessments on them, different things. We use programs, Raz Kids, Extra Math, and Star Reading and Math, and it allows students to get on and practice their reading and math skills as well as assess them on them. So, our 7 habits, our school is really big into the Covey 7 habits, and so it's a foundation that our students study. It kind of takes the place of like behavior, characteristic training, and things like that. So, this is my lovely behavior chart. This is something new that our school implemented this year, and basically it just takes you like each day they can either move up higher than a green day, which means that they had an outstanding day, or they move down and it kind of just walks you through the different steps. The cool thing about this new behavior chart is that the students can earn their way back up to a good day. So even if they have a bad start, like they can move themselves back up to a good day. So it kind of teaches them that just because you had a rough morning, don't let it ruin the rest of your day. So
wow, that's a really good idea. I like that a lot.
So kind of a way to keep them positive thinking. And then this is just where they keep their reading book boxes and things like that. And my supplies and materials. And
wow.
Last and not least, my cafe board, which we have not started. We start the next week, and it'll just take us through, and it goes with our daily 5. It also has my writing workshop chart.
So that's the second grade classroom of Miss Meredith at Veterans Elementary.